And welcome back to the Oral Boys Dynasty Football Podcast. Ryan, say what's up to the people, baby.
What's going on, everybody? We're back to another stream. Back again this week, man. 2 streams in a row, back-to-back weeks.
It's a good time, man. It's a
feels
good time.
good to get back on that track again. But today, we had a lot of fun last week doing it. We're going to do some start-sit questions again today. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for them to come in, if you don't have questions, we're here to talk about the Week 5 preview. So how do you want to take it? We'll still here. Steven, got anything for the people today?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've been having a lot of fun here recently. This is the most content that we've been pumping out here in a while. It's been a good time. It's been a successful time. Social media for us is blowing up. Yards per RPO as well. It's been a good time. And again, we're already going into Week 5, man. Thursday night game is on. The Thursday night game's over, and here we are going into Sunday. Let's get a little Week 5 preview going. We'll wait for everybody to get into the chat, start giving some comments. I got a couple questions from social media, but we'll give everybody a couple minutes.
A little bit.
What game are you looking forward to the most tomorrow?
There's some pretty decent games this week. I mean, I think everybody's big watch list this week is probably Cowboys 49ers. I think it's like a battle of who's real. Cowboys haven't really played anybody significant yet. So we'll see who comes out on top of that one. I think that would be the game I'll be watching, looking forward to the most myself.
Yeah, in San Fran, that's the most exciting game for me on the slate.
Close second, though, Chiefs-Vikings might be a pretty good shootout.
It should be. Kansas City defense is playing pretty solid defense so far. But now I just want to see I want to see if Dallas, if they're for real or if they're pretenders. I mean, this is the game to show you right here.
Yeah.
We still got 2 games with the Eagles here. Obviously, those games are huge, but this game right here shows you a lot. If you can go in and beat San Fran in San Fran, it's a huge accomplishment, man. Also, an testament to Brock Purdy, because last year a lot of people were talking about the soft schedule down the stretch. Obviously, getting hurt in the NFC Championship game, but we'll see what he's about, because this Dallas defense is no joke either. So.
The Dallas defense, I was looking at the stats before the stream. They only allow 158 passing yards a game. Given they haven't played much of people, they played Zach Wilson, Daniel Jones, Josh Dobbs, and the other name is escaping me. But they haven't played anybody really that great so far. So I'm going to find out a lot about the Cowboys this weekend.
Right. Another game to look forward to. If you're a betting man, I'm going to be honest with you. Detroit, Carolina, pretty interesting game. 9.5 is a big opening spread up front. Amon St. Brown doubtful, Jahmyr Gibbs doubtful. For me, it's wheels up. Montgomery. It's wheels up for Montgomery, bro. It's wheels up.
Start Montgomery, baby. Get him in there.
Yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, Detroit, what they like to do is pass the ball. They're pretty good. Carolina's pretty good against the pass, as we all know, and then not so great against the run. Fire up David Montgomery. Fire him up.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you expect from the Panthers side of the game on this one? Because, I mean, you're touting, the Lions have the 4th ranked defense in the league this year.
Yeah, they do.
It might get ugly pretty quick.
It could. I mean, it damn sure could. It just depends, man. To me, this all comes down to it just comes down to, what Bryce Young can do. I mean, best game of the year last week, 72% completion percentage. Obviously, we know that was against Minnesota. So Detroit's a whole nother animal when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. But me and you both know we didn't expect Detroit to be this good on the defensive side of the ball either.
No. Which is the hard-nosed coach approach that Dan Campbell brings to the table. Just get the boys fired up.
I'd run through a wall for Dan Campbell.
Yeah, exactly. And then they all will too. That's how this defense operates. I mean, they're some hidden dogs on that defense, apparently.
Everybody, as you start coming into the chat here, this is Start Sit Week 5. Start dropping your comments. start. I mean, we're just gonna do a week 5 coverage until we get comments start rolling in. So if you got
Yep.
comments, feel free to drop them, and we're ready to get rolling. Um, and it's a whole different feel now for me when it comes to this game. But it is Ravens Steelers week. It's always a fun week for me. It's always a huge week, especially my family. I mean, the hatred on the both sides of it.
Oh, dude, I know. It's gonna
But
get ugly for you Steelers this week, though.
I'll be honest with you, Lamar's only beat the Steelers once in his career. So for y'all that think this game can get ugly quick, it probably can. I mean, I'm not saying it can't, but I'm just saying this. Don't be surprised if the game's closer than what you think it's going to be.
That
On the
Canada
road,
man,
too. On the road,
trying
I'm
to
just
tell
telling you,
you.
Lamar's only beat us once in his career.
Hey, it might be 2 right here. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
I get it. We suck.
No, I mean your defense has stayed doing 2 games already, so we'll see about this one.
Oh, I like it. Let's get it. From Caleb, man. Hey, before I read this comment out, man, Caleb, I just want to say keep grinding, man. Your content has been pushing barriers here. I actually, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a avid supporter of you, avid supporter of your content. I watch your videos quite often. Great content, great message. The way you send out your message, it's beautiful. Yeah, and also, man, if you ever want to come on, man, let us know. We're only a Twitter DM away. Keep up the great content. JT or Swift this week?
First of all, that's
Oh,
crazy that this is even
this is a
discussion of
question. Yeah,
not starting both of them.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
I know my side, but I'll let you do your little speech.
My boy just got paid too. I can't wait to see Anthony Richardson. I can't wait to see Richardson and JT in the backfield together. I think things are going to open up very well. I don't care if it's limited snap counts, man. JT just got his bag. JT's back. He seems excited to be on the field. Give me JT, man.
A-Chain and Monty.
So I'm looking at a flag. Yeah, give me JT. Give me JT.
Yeah, I'll take JT. I mean, like you said, he just got paid the bag. The run is already successful as it is. We saw it with Zach Moss.
Mhm.
And then you get these 2 guys together, Richardson and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor take a little bit away from AR. I think that offense is going to take another
Yeah.
huge step.
I mean,
They're
the
already
thing
2 and
is
2.
like,
I really think like the reason they paid this man is because they probably expected to start out 1 and 3, maybe even 0 and 4, and they wouldn't have to worry about it. But they've seen the success of the team already and AR, and they're like, all right, maybe we should like get this show on the road. Let's bring in our superstar running back that's just sitting in the pub.
yeah, and the crazy
So
part is, man, the crazy part about this is the fact is like I don't even think JT was truly hurt to start. I honestly think JT was good to ride week 1. Like I really do. I
we'll
think
see.
I think it was just a huge misunderstanding and discrepancies with him and Jim Irsay, and here we are. But JT's back.
Massive.
We're in Indy.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all know Tennessee is a lot tougher against the run than they are the pass. But I don't care. That's my superstar running back that I finally get to see play in the same backfield as Anthony Richardson. Give me
Yeah.
JT. Alex, true. That is a huge statement. That is a actual factual statement. I just want to say that.
Thanks for coming out, Caleb. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely, we appreciate you. Alex, start 3 PPR. Okay.
You love how
Swift.
look at the Waddle questioning already is so crazy this year. But I do think this is a solid question. I mean, start
Yeah,
3
I
and
do.
you got 4 that I'd start comfortably here. So
Yeah. So for me, I'm already going to tell you this. The person I am starting regardless is Swift. Swift's one for me.
so you go all the way back on the Swift train.
Yeah, no question. Actually, believe it or not, I think the easiest like sit this week is ETN.
I mean, it's hard to sit studs, but going against Buffalo,
Yep.
they're so tough. This whole offense could could get shut down
I
over the
have
injuries
not.
in this week.
I'll be honest with you. I have not seen anything from this offense the last 2 weeks that like screams I have to start you, except for Christian Kirk
Yeah.
dominating targets. Now, if we're talking Christian Kirk, sure. Tre'Davious White just went out with a non-contact injury. The secondary for Buffalo is kind of suspect, but up front, those boys are monsters up front. Von
Yeah.
Miller's coming back too, set edges, contain. Give me I think ETN's the easiest sit here. Believe it or not, I'm going Swift. I literally just saw Kamara gain 14 targets in a game he just came back.
Yeah, I was gonna
PPR
say
upside is massive.
I was
I
gonna
think
speak
Swift
on
Kamara.
Kamara. I think Kamara, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said he had 87% of snaps as a running back last week. I think that was like the
Yep.
most. I mean, he's out there. I mean, the targets are insane.
Yep. And I know the Kyron Williams. Usage is huge. Obviously, we know Philly has not looked like the same Philly defense as it was last year. Massive usage for Kyron, but I believe truly the big Waddle game is coming. It has not come yet. I think this is the week. Give
Against
me
the Giants.
Waddle, Swift, Kamara.
I'm with the same list. Normally, I would probably start ETN over Kamara most weeks, but Buffalo scares the shit out of me.
Yeah,
Those
game could
are
be
those are
ugly
my
real
three as
quick.
well. I don't
This
think
game,
I don't comfortably start Kyron Williams each week myself. I mean, I know he's had some big games, but he's not somebody I'm like, get him out there, let's go.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This actually becomes a really good question too. Without St. Brown, yes, this is a huge thing. Please notate any Lions fans or anybody that has a huge investment in the Lions offense. No St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs doubtful. Obviously, Gibbs less impact. We all know what Montgomery's doing. We all know Montgomery is playing lights out football. Now St. Brown missing. That's a huge, huge piece missing. We're talking about a target monster.
The big question is can JMO and
Laporta,
Josh Reynolds get it done for
yeah,
Jared Goff?
I have Josh Reynolds as a
And
start.
Laporta.
I have Josh Reynolds. I think Josh Reynolds and Laporta are going to go crazy.
Yeah, I think Reynolds is going to have himself a week. But that's still so tough. I mean, Stroud's off to such an insane start.
Yeah, he is.
Looking at matchups, Texans have the Falcons, who actually don't have a bad defense this year.
No, they don't.
Number 7th ranked, which is a big surprise to me. And then obviously we've talked about it before. Jared Goff plays the Panthers, who
yeah, I mean you got to think about it too. The Falcons are only allowing 186 passing yards a game. That's tough. Right. But meanwhile, the Panthers are allowing 196. I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to be honest here, and I'm still playing Goff. And it's close. It's close. But
questionable.
I'm going to take Goff.
I know he's questionable. I don't know the severity of the injury.
Who? St. Brown?
No, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, give me Goff. Give me Goff.
Part of me wants to stay Stroud, but I don't think I'm comfortable with it yet. I'll go Jared Goff.
It's tough. It's a good question, man. That's a great question, Tyler.
Did I give away too much? Did I give away too much? Pacheco and Thielen for Olave in a PPR.
I'll be honest with you, man. Every game that the Chiefs play, I fall more in love with Isaiah Pacheco. He runs hard. But I'll be honest with you. If Bryce Young,
target share with Chris Olave, though.
Right. If Bryce Young is the QB of the Panthers every game, I think it hurts Thielen. Honestly, Andy Dalton seems to be the QB you want playing for Carolina, unfortunately, at this point. No, you did not give up too much. But I will tell you, I do fall in love more with Pacheco after every Chiefs game. He runs tough, and he's a physical dude. I'm very impressed with Pacheco. But no, for Olave, that's a good trade. Waddle or Kyron? Waddle. Got to go Waddle.
The Waddle explosion week's going to come. He's off to a slow start. And even as a Waddle hater myself, I still you saw it last year. That game is going to come. He's definitely a boomer bust guy. His upside is insane. And he plays the Giants this week. And I get where Giants are middle of the pack defense. I mean, not really bad, not really great either. It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah, it's going to
For sure.
happen 100%.
For
You
sure.
guys, that this question even exists is it's just like I know Tyreek's on an amazing pace. I get it. I
Right.
know, I know he missed a week with a concussion issue and Waddle. It's coming. Jalen Waddle hasn't been wide receiver 10, wide receiver 8 back to back years for no reason. Jalen Waddle is an elite talent. Play Waddle.
He's sitting at wide receiver 58 on the season right now, by the way.
I know. I know.
Tough. Tough.
Jordan Love or Russ? Jordan Love pretty convincingly for me this week. Pretty easy question. I want every team that's playing Vegas. I'm putting every
Yeah.
team. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Jordan Love.
Jordan,
Dude.
I actually think Russell Wilson has played pretty well this season. At least much better than he was last year. But Jets a little bit tougher on the defensive side of the ball. That Vegas defense is just
a little bit.
Beast City. It's
and I know DJ
Reed's
Reed's not. I know DJ Reed's not playing, but nah, no. No.
Yeah, give me Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love in this matchup. Although last couple of games he worries me a little bit, just a little bit. But Vegas defense is so awful that I kind of like push that out the door a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give me Jordan Love. I hope this is a typo. I truly hope this is a
rolling, dude.
I truly hope this is a
Appreciate
typo.
the last though, Brandon Ayuk from Mason Rudolph, the helmet warrior himself. God bless America. Don't trade Ayuk straight up.
How do we think J-Mo would do this season? That's a great question, Dean. I'm going to be honest with you. Obviously, we haven't seen a whole lot of J-Mo to really incorporate an opinion on this question. Obviously, the ACL tear last year, only significant thing you saw was that 40-yard touchdown catch in the first game back. And then after that, very little volume after. Obviously, we thought he'd be gone 6 games. The NFL changed it up a little bit, and he's back. The thing is, in this offense, when you compete with a running back like David Montgomery, who's getting extreme usage in the red zone, you have a target monster in Amon-Ra St. Brown. You have Laporta, who is now coming out as an elite talent at the tight end position at a very young age. Very inexperienced tight end as well. We have to remember he's a rookie, and he's playing like this. And then there's J-Mo, who to me is a Jalen Waddle level deep threat, if not better. I mean, the numbers didn't lie. I'm talking about over 1,500 yards his last year at Bama, 15 touchdowns, over 140 passer rating when targeted. I mean, he was just a field stretcher and a dominator in the college level. There's a reason the Lions traded up for him when he was hurt to get J-Mo on the field. Honestly, I think he's more suited for best ball. I really do. I don't think he's a consistent player you can plug into your lineups and feel confident about it. To me, he's more of a best ball option.
J-Mo for me, I loved him as a prospect. Loved him at Bama. I did. Trust me. All green lights for me. We haven't seen him on the field much. We've seen, one catch for a touchdown? One catch, 42 yards and a touchdown? That's his career line. Am I wrong? I mean, I expect him to first off come out rusty. He's going to be a little raw. It's going to take him a few weeks to get his feet set in the first place, I would imagine. I mean, he hasn't played meaningful football in how long? It's been a while. I have so much cautious optimism for J-Mo. I've never really been on his wagon. I don't own a lot of them, so I'm not really stressed about it. But J-Mo, don't know what to do with him.
I just think he's better in best ball. He's best suited. I think he was worth a redraft waiver wire pickup addition. I really do. Like I said, I told in the article I wrote, he adds a dimension to this offense that they truly don't have. He's one of the elite field stretchers in the game today, and he's barely played snaps in the NFL. That's just how talented the kid was coming out of Bama.
Right. I mean, he's definitely rosterable. It's just I'm not going to be rushing to start him anytime soon.
No, I have to see him
Yeah.
play, and I wrote that in the article. Give it a few weeks to see what kind of usage, what kind of snap percentages he's going to play. Like I said, I think he's more suited for best ball anyway.
Yeah.
Start Brees or Mostert. Training wheels are off, baby. Brees full ride, baby. Let's ride. Brees Hall. Don't ask me that question. Brees Hall.
Yeah, you might have came to the wrong stream for that. But I mean, I'm gonna jump on the same boat. I mean, they're gonna let the wheels off. They're playing the worst run defense in the league. They give up 178 yards per game. That's crazy. Brees is gonna have the wheels off. He almost broke one out last week. It's the Brees Hall explosion. It's gonna be so beautiful.
I know Brees only has 32 carries, but he's averaging 6.2 yards per carry,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
He averaged over 5 last year and was an elite talent. He's not 100%, and he's averaging 6.
Yeah.
Wheels
Plus,
up.
Mostert's already losing his touches
Yeah, it's more of a
slowly.
split backfield than it was early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I got to read these comments twice. So you got Sutton, Tank Dell, but he says not Montgomery. So he's got Ramondre. Ramondre has the Saints very tough defense to play. That game to me is going to be a very low scoring game.
Yeah,
Then
Monty is
we
a lock. Yeah.
then we have Sutton and Tank Dell. This is
Look,
tight.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Tank Dell could have a pretty rough game. I if you have an opportunity to put Stevenson on your bench, personally I would. Patriots look downright dysfunctional, and Ramondre doesn't look like himself of last year.
And I will say though, I was listening to some New England like chat this week, and they reiterated the fact they have to get the run game going, specifically through Ramondre. Which I agree because everybody that Zeke looks bad too. It looks bad on both sides. I'll be honest with you. I think the easiest like pick out of this is Tank Dell. I do not like Sutton. I do not like Sutton against the Jets. I don't.
I don't either. I actually just looked at the matchup and I was going to correct myself. It's not as easy as I thought it was, but I do think
Yeah.
Tank Dell, stamp him in there.
I think Tank Dell is the automatic start here out of the 3 listed. Sutton, I do not like, and I don't like Ramondre's matchup either. We're talking about a New Orleans defense who's top 7 against the run.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. They're also pretty good. I mean, so that comes down to a close thing, close matchup. I think the big question is who does Sauce draw, Sutton or Judy?
It's a good question. I'm going to assume the guy that's going to be on the outside, which is going to be Sutton. Judy lines up all over the field. But Sauce doesn't travel with just one guy either. This isn't that kind of league anymore.
Yeah.
DJ Reed, but over the top too, man. You know the safeties are good there too. I mean, it's a tough matchup. I like the PPR upside that Ramondre always possesses. I think it's going to be a tight game. I'm going to take Ramondre and Tank Dell, and I do have Sutton as a sit this week, so I'm going to stay with it, even though it's tough.
Yeah. The Sauce matchup, even if he does float, I would imagine he's going to be on him for most game. Don't love starting Stevenson, but maybe they get the run game going eventually. They got the Saints this week. Tough on the run, but I think both are tough matchups. I'll take the one that has at least going to be running the ball a good amount this game. They have to in this offense.
Would you drop Breeder or Hubbard for Reynolds or Westbrook, Nikhil Westbrook? I'm not dropping Hubbard. I actually think Hubbard has played better than Miles Sanders, so he's a hold for me. I am dropping Breida, and I would love to have Josh Reynolds if he plays.
Right.
Love to have Josh Reynolds.
I was kind of looking ahead in the comments, and I thought this was going to be an easy answer for me. I would definitely drop Breida for Reynolds, especially this week if you need that wide receiver in bye weeks. I think he'll be good this week. He'll draw some targets out of Jared Goff.
Saquon's close. I think if the game wasn't on Monday night and they had to make that decision, it was a very tough decision to make. I think Saquon could have played last week. I really do. I do.
Yeah, get Reynolds in there.
What wide receiver should I target trading Mostert?
Nick.
This is a tough question too because
good, brother.
This is a tough question too because if you think about it, Mostert, shout out to Alex first. Can Devon A Chain, however you want to say it. He said it's not A-Chain, it's A-Chan. Whatever. We're going with
A-Chan.
A-Chan. All right, cool. He's taking over the backfield. It was a split backfield early. It wasn't a split backfield early. Now it's become a split backfield. They realize what they have in this kid. This kid's balling in this system. I think Mostert's trade value has drastically declined over the last 2 weeks. I would say push for a top 15 wide receiver with Mostert, but I don't think you're going to get it. If
I
I'm
think
looking at a
like
wide receiver, honestly, I think a wide receiver that people are not talking about as much. I know usage is down. Jordan Addison. If I could get Jordan Addison, I'd take Jordan Addison.
I was gonna say like that kind of range, like Jordan Addison didn't come to mind, but like Hollywood Brown, like a name
Yeah,
like that kind of
Hollywood.
comes to
Hollywood's a
mind.
big one.
Guys in that tier that they have that upside, but they're not going to be like no one. They don't have like flashy names. I think Hollywood might be a good target. I think if you
That's
can
a
get
good
rid of
name.
Mostert for anybody right now, I'd probably do it. I mean, he's third to go to running back with a rookie behind him who's excelling. So you
Knocking on
figure
the door,
the
boys.
more
Knocking on
weeks
the
to go
door.
by, the less and less you're going to see from Mostert. So I think you can go out there, get like a Hollywood level receiver. Addison's a good one. Guys like that, go for it.
Yeah. Another person that I am huge on that hasn't panned out specifically is Judy. I was a big Judy fan coming into it. So that's another one I like. But yeah, the Hollywood's a great name. I thought of Addison first. Hollywood stands out to me.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I know Nico's playing out of his mind. Nico's playing out of his mind, Ryan.
Damn sure is. I put him on. I mean, I put his name on the line on last show. So, trust me, I know. I think I told everybody to
we
start.
both put his name on the line.
I told everybody to start Nico Collins.
We did
Last week. That had a question about him.
We did.
So that's tough for me. Waddle off to that bad start. Do you think he gets it done against the Giants? Or
yeah, I do. I have Waddle pegged for a big game. Well, we've already talked about that. I mean, if it's come to this, it's come to this. We're talking about a top 10, top 12 wide receiver. I know Nico's played out of his mind. I get it. We all didn't expect the Texans to be this good. I gotta take this stud. He's my guy. Give me Waddle. If you can trade Nico for Waddle, yes.
Yep. Sure. Yeah.
Full PPR, choose 3. A-Chain, Kamara, Mixon, Cook, Kyron. All right. So first name, I'm taking no matter what. Give me, believe it or not, I have him in DFS. Mixon. Give me Mixon here.
It's so hard to bet on this Bengals offense, dude. It's so hard.
Huge get right game coming here. The Arizona Cardinals defense is atrocious against the run. Give me Mixon here. Huge PPR upside with Mixon. We all know about Mixon, 70 catches last year. Huge PPR upside. I know it doesn't look good. Trust me here. Go with Mixon.
So I think just off rip for me, it's A-Chain and Kamara are probably the two that I'm starting guaranteed. And then the debate starts between Cook, Kyron, and Mixon. I do kind of want to lean Mixon despite this terrible offense, only because he has the pedigree. Kyron Williams seems kind of like a fill-in flyer guy right now, especially for this Rams offense.
Dude, that usage is crazy for Kyron Williams right now.
I was going to say the usage is 100% there, and that's what it comes down to for me. But the thing is, like, are they going to be running the ball heavily? Given it's against the Eagles, they're probably going to be playing from behind.
In LA, I don't know if they're playing from behind. To be honest with you, I'm excited to see Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua on the field at the same time, bro. I really am.
True. I mean, Eagles defense, you're right. They don't look the same, but I mean, I think the Eagles got a shot to run it up this game. This could be a statement game for the Eagles. You want to talk about statement games from earlier in the podcast?
So give me a chain, give me Mixon, and give me Kamara. I think the first three it's how I'm going.
It's tight between Mixon and Kyron for me. I won't split it between us. I've just been so disappointed with this Bengals offense. It's so
I
rough.
know.
And
This is
given
the get
and
right game.
Mixon, he has the matchup. The Cards are bottom 5 and against the bottom 5, I believe, against the Rush this year.
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3. Jesus Christ. I guess we'll throw a Mixon out there for one more shot. But I own him in a couple of leagues. It's been real rough, man.
And if you want the exact number allowed, they're allowing 132 rushing yards on the ground.
Crazy given he is the running back there. I mean, there's no Chase Brown.
There's nobody. Chase Brown usage hasn't been there. Yeah. I'm telling you, Mixon. This is Mixon's get right game.
It better be the whole Bengals get right game, or I'm completely out on that whole offense.
I have Mixon everywhere in DFS. I'm just telling everybody that now, just for a sneak peek. Alex, if you are listening to this, yes, Mixon is in my DFS lineup. Calvin Ridley or Hollywood? Hollywood.
You're that scared of the Bills? I mean, no Tre'Davious
It's not that I'm
White.
scared of the Bills. Look at Hollywood Brown's last 2 games. Look at Hollywood Brown's usage.
True.
Him
I
and
mean, he's
Michael
getting
Wilson are
up there.
playing good football. And Calvin Ridley has not. Calvin Ridley has not looked like that same wide receiver we saw week 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's
You
got
start
some
the first
drops.
quarter last week. 30-yard touchdown, wide open in the back of the end zone, and the rest you give me is 2 for 38. Stop. Stop. No. Christian Kirk is the best wide receiver on that team.
For now. I think
For
Ridley
now.
will take those reins eventually.
Have you been impressed with Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley to this point?
I mean, no. Other than week 1, probably not really. Since week 1, I was like, okay, this looks real. And then since then, it's kind of been, yeah. Got a little excited when I was at work and I got a notification that Calvin Ridley called an early touchdown. And then I checked again at the end of my shift, and nothing really came after that.
Yeah, 8-yard catch.
Yeah. So it's tough. I do think they do click. Trevor Lawrence looks not the same, which if anything, I thought he would take another step this year. I think he'll work it out eventually. I think Ridley, that connection will kind of like snap into place coming soon, but that's very close for me. If you want to say Hollywood, that's fine. We'll go Hollywood. The usage is there.
Right. Yeah, give me Hollywood.
Bengals game.
Casey. Who should I start at flex PPR? Alex Mack, Gabe Davis, Josh Reynolds, Michael Wilson.
Josh Reynolds.
Are we two flexing here, Casey? Can you notify us in the comments? Are we 2 flexing, or are we just doing 1 flex out of these 4? But I'm gonna for the time being, I'm gonna assume that we're doing just 1 flex. So here's what I like to do in this situation. I like to eliminate anybody I know I'm not playing. So Alexander Madison for me is out.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, this is crazy. I'm saying this. For me, it comes down to between Gabe Davis, Josh Reynolds. Gabe Davis has been awesome to start this year. Awesome. This question, if it's a one flex, it becomes to me between Gabe Davis, Josh Reynolds.
Right.
And at that point, it comes down to who I trust most on offense. Now, granted, this is a fill-in week, so you get a huge boost with no Amon St. Brown on the field.
Yes, which is what I was going to get to. Is like you look at it like Gabe Davis is certainly the 2, no doubt. And then Josh Reynolds is profiled as the 2 for the Lions so far this year. Noah Munra. I mean, you would think he becomes the 1 in that offense, but then again, they could just rush the ball 32 times again with David Montgomery and let that shit ride.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm leaning Gabe Davis.
I don't like Gabe Davis. I'm starting Josh Reynolds. Here's my thing with Gabe Davis. I know this start of the season, he's off to a decent start. I'll give him credit for that. But he's so up and down in fantasy. I've never comfortably started him maybe ever in my life. I don't really plan on changing that anytime soon. I'm starting Josh Reynolds. I think he profiles as the one in that Lions offense this week. Give me Josh Reynolds. This would be the first one that we're like truly split on. I don't start Gabe Davis with confidence at all.
Yeah, I'm going to take Gabe Davis here. Going to take Gabe Davis. Dobbs, Goff, Purdy. Whew. So off rip, when I'm breaking down this question, I'm going to tell you, obviously none of us like the Dallas matchup.
No.
None of us like the Dallas matchup, let's be honest here. But at the same time, this is the 49ers. This is the 4-0 49ers. This is to me, the most complete team in football. They're playing lights out. Brock Purdy's getting it done on the ground and through the air. They're scoring at will. They're a good team. So there's that. Let's be honest here.
They about to run into a gauntlet though. They got the Cowboys, dude.
They do have the Cowboys, but I'll be honest with you. Am I going to get the Dallas Cowboys when they played Arizona?
This is true.
Am I going to get?
Fell apart last week.
And the crazy part is like Josh Dobbs has played lights out football. I'm going to eliminate Dobbs though. I am going to eliminate Dobbs. For me, it's between Goff and Purdy.
What an insane question. First of all, I mean, it's just like the duality of fantasy football. It's like obviously before season starts, I think Goff is the easy choice here, but things get complicated once you get in season. I do like Purdy, second-ranked defense, but like I said previously in the podcast, Cowboys haven't really had any real tests. They got the Cardinals; they struggled against them. Purdy's kind of the man. I'll be honest with you. And then the Lions. I feel like we just nonstop talking about the Lions so far. They got the Panthers this week. That's real tough for me, dude. I think I lean Goff just because of the safety of the whole situation. Like, is Brock Purdy going to go out there and probably be just fine just because of the system that Shanahan runs? Maybe, but it's tough, man. You think about it, Purdy could go out there and absolutely expose.
Yeah, I'm taking Purdy.
Fuck it. Let's ride out with Purdy, baby. Fuck the bullshit. Who cares?
Hey, man. We're allowed to completely agree to disagree here. But I am going to tell you this, that if you're looking at the snap percentages and the overall touches for Raheem Mostert and you're excited about going into this stretch of football, by all means, you continue to hold Raheem Mostert while Devon Achane continues to progress and play more snaps, and this backfield slowly becomes his. Again, we agree to disagree here, buddy, but you do your thing. Start to Puka, Nico, and Achane.
So,
huh?
Thanks for the feedback. I like it.
Yeah, I don't care.
I like to see stuff like that. It gives me hype. I like to see different opinions. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
I'm not mad about it.
That's cool. Puka, Nico, Achane.
This is the toughest one so far for me. I've been daunting this question, thinking about it in the back of my head, which is kind of I've been absent for the last question between Dobbs, Goff, and Purdy.
Who did Matt Stafford have breakfast with this morning?
Probably Cooper Kupp.
It's a huge question. I need to know.
If I had to go on a limb, I'd probably say Cooper Kupp. Was it Cooper Kupp? I didn't see that.
That's my first question I need to ask. Who did he have breakfast with this morning?
His wife?
I'll be honest with you. Not going to lie. Probably Cooper. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to be honest here. Achane is my one. I think he's automatic. And then if I want any part of this, the Falcons are only allowing 196 passing yards a game. 186 passing yards a game. What people don't realize is these two in Puka and Cooper can coexist in an offense together. I mean, if you go back and look at the 2019 to 2021 usage with Robert Woods, him and Cooper Cup single handedly existed together. Um, I think it's off the. I think it's out of the realm of expectation to expect 25 plus fantasy points per game from Puka. I think that's unfair, but I do think Puka can still give you anywhere from 15 plus.
I think
I think the biggest hurt in this offense goes to Tyler Higbee, unfortunately. Yeah, Eric, this is what I'm saying, dude. So this
yeah,
question is tough.
that's what I was about to say.
So I mean, and I saw that they were literally filming. They did that film. So that's where I come with this. But I am going to tell you that the Falcons are an extremely underrated defense. They made moves and got significantly better when it came to it. To me, it's Achan and Puka.
I'm gonna go against you here. I'm gonna go Nico Collins. Puka is off to a phenomenal start, and you're right; they can definitely coexist. And you can look at it you can look at it as Robert Woods, or you can look at Tutu Atwell's usage while Cooper Cup was gone. I mean, Puka and Atwell got done together for a couple of weeks there, so it's definitely possible to get it done. But I would imagine that is there really going to be a slowdown for Cooper Cup and Matt Stafford? I know like the injuries lingering, blah blah blah, but I think they're just going to let him roll, man. So just for that reason, I don't want to start Puka and have him get like 5 catches. This might be the first game he disappoints. And I know we're coming off a massive walk-off touchdown from Puka. I'll take the one in the offense most of the times, and I'll do it this week just because of the optimism of Cooper Cup and Puka coexisting. It'll be the first time we see that. Give me Nico Collins, who looks dominant out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Puka here, especially when the Eagles are allowing over 280 passing yards per game.
Yep.
I'm telling you, the Falcons' defense is a defense that is significantly upgraded, significantly underrated. Cooper, I don't know what the snap percentage is going to look like for Cooper. I will tell you, Darius Slay is a DB that goes one on one with the best wide receiver all game. Give me Puka, give me Achan. Hey, great question, my boy Jalen Warren. I'm gonna be honest with you. When the Steelers only crossed the 50 one time in a football game in 4 quarters and 60 minutes of football, I'm gonna bet against that. Now, granted, Kenny Pickett did beat Baltimore last year. It's great. It's great. Give me Rashee Rice.
Yeah, I mean, don't feel completely comfortable starting either of them, but like Steve said, they crossed the 51 time last game. They faced the Ravens defense. They're number 3 right now. And the Steelers tout quite literally statistically the worst offense in football. I don't want any piece of it, especially because Warren, I know Najee is struggling. Warren is still the 2. I'll take the dart throw on Rashee Rice. For sure.
Same here, buddy. Lots of running back depth. I love hearing that. I'm a running back guy. Stuck between Achan, Etienne, Swift as a flex. Running back 1, 2, Monty, Jacobs. Great pairing there, by the way. Great pairing. What the Packers do not do well is defend the run. Great pairing. Love Monty. Monty's wheels up for me this week, too.
Mm-hmm.
So off rip, I come down to this. I'm going to eliminate ETN. I hate the Bills matchup. So there's that. Now you have 2 teams here that aren't significantly good against the run either way. Rams are allowing about 111 yards per game here. And Achan is going against the Giants, who's allowing about $135. So do with that what you will. But if I'm betting on any team being who's better with the run, the Eagles are one of the best run teams in the NFL. The Eagles, that's what they do. They do it well. They probably have the best offensive line in football.
I think it's Swift.
It's Swift for me as well.
It's tough, but here's the thing: those gaps that they're opening up for Swift to run in are absolutely insane if you look at it. They're probably not going to let Swift slow down. Um, we've seen a little bit of Kenneth Gainwell. Rashad Penny has disappeared. Might be another healthy scratch this week. I think they're all in on Swift. I think this offensive line is absolutely insane. It's a statement game against the Rams. For the Eagles, I think I'm starting Swift here.
There's not a team that's being doubted more as a 4-0 team than the Philadelphia Eagles. They have not played good football. I'm talking about the overtime game with the Commanders,
Tough.
the terrible game with the Patriots. I mean, like we said, we keep going on the list. The Vikings game, it came down to the last 4 minutes of the game. Give me Swift. Swift is a huge bright spot on this Eagles offense. What they are doing for him up front is phenomenal. Give me Swift. This is a good one too. Dobbs or Christian Watson? I like both, to be honest. I love anybody playing the Raiders, man. I like both. But I'm going to be honest with you. Until I see Watson get to 100%, I'm going to be honest. I think it's Dobbs. I think it's Romeo Dobbs. I really do. The usage is phenomenal. The target share is awesome. But then again, you could be one of those guys that where it could be Jaden Reed's week. Jaden Reed looks great as a rookie.
That was going to be my next point. Is like it's kind of been a revolving door for these Packers receivers.
Yeah, but they look good.
But then you see Jaden Reed. He got 2 touchdowns the other week. I mean, Dobbs has kind of been the guy, but like they're popping. Even Luke Musgraves, given it is limited touches. I mean, limited work. He's still getting work too. So
I'm going to be honest with you. Last 2 games, 12 targets, 13 targets. Scored 2 weeks ago. Heavy volume right now for Dobbs. Give me Dobbs. It's up to you, though. You can be the deciding factor.
I'll take Dobbs. I think Christian Watson's the true one there, still in my mind. I'm just very much when I play fantasy football, I need to see it first, which is kind of like how I touched on earlier with like Puka and Cooper being in the same offense. It's like I need to see it before I'm like comfortable doing it. Dobbs has been the guy. I think he'll probably still ride out. It's definitely a revolving door there for the Packers, but I think there's a world where both of them can eat against this Raiders defense, which is just awful.
Very true. Give me. I think they all could eat. Honestly, I really do.
That's what I just said. I mean, all of them could end up.
Just give me the guy though. Over the last 2 weeks with the heavy volume usage, I think there's a real possibility that Romeo Dobbs could become his Jordan Love's wide receiver 1. Although we all talk about the elite peripherals from Christian Watson, he was a stud last year too. So
he's a monster.
But I have to, he has to get back to speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Standard scoring league, need to start 3 out of this group: Achane, Madison, Connor, Pierce, Taylor. This is pretty easy for me.
Taylor,
Connor, Achane. Yep.
All right. Cool.
Yep. Give me Taylor. Start your studs. Always start your studs. Connor and Achane.
Thank you for the question. Also appreciate the standard scoring comment because it might be a little different. That makes the gap between Connor a lot bigger for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, I mean that's.
Hey man, of course, man. That's what we're here for. You guys do know everybody in the industry is different. We are all different, and the way we see things is different. So we appreciate the support from you guys too.
Yeah, anybody that's here, thank you for coming out. Thank you for your questions. We appreciate it so much. We love fan interactions or even just engagement between other fantasy players. It makes me so happy. I'm blessed to have a platform with my buddy over here to do this, and I'm just so grateful. So thank you for everybody for being here. I appreciate it.
Bro, this is tough. Kamara, Pacheco, Achane, ETN. Off rip.
We're just sitting ETN, so let's just get it out of the way. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I am sitting Travis this week, and I don't recommend doing that just because of the fact that obviously we know he is a stud. So that this matchup is a little different with Buffalo. This is full PPR. I appreciate that. Appreciate the specificness there. If it is, it's full PPR. Give me Kamara. I mean, the dude was at what 87% snap share last week.
Yep.
Huge
Yep.
volume in the passing game. He's a plug it in running back now. Just from seeing that, there was no games. We didn't know what his usage would be coming back from suspension. We now know.
Yeah.
It's
No.
AK-41. Then comes down to a really tough question here too. I'll be honest with you, it's tight between Pacheco and Achane, but give me the receiving upside. Give me Achane here. And I
Uh,
like Pacheco.
I was about to look it up. Isn't Pacheco back-to-back games over 100?
Yes. No, the 115 with the Jets. But if you look at Pacheco's
Oh,
game usage,
yeah. Just the
8
Jets.
targets, 12 targets, 15, 20. So the usage is becoming more and more. Now, granted, 3, 2, 2 catches when it comes to the PPR side of it. Give me Achane here. You guys are allowing over 135 rushing yards per game. Give me Achane.
That's fair. We'll take it.
Houston D or Lions D? Lions.
That easy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
The
Top 5
Lions
defense, and
the
they're playing
Lions are
Bryce Young,
playing
who's
the
struggling.
Lions are playing great football right now.
Yeah.
Half PPR. Take the risk and see if Adam plays or start Boyd in his place. Oh man, that's
Oh my God! What is the severity of Devontae Adams? Hold on, you talk. I'm looking this up.
it's an AC joint sprain. That's what they're saying for Devontae. Um,
I mean, I know the injury. I'm just trying to see if never mind.
I don't know if he got any. I didn't look at the injury report for the Raiders. If he got any, what are they saying?
Obviously, you're not. It's tough because obviously it's a Monday night game, so it's not really something you want to play with. It's kind of like the same situation that Saquon was sitting in
Yeah,
last week. It's like a
yeah.
star sit him, stars at him. To be honest, I don't. I mean, I think if Boyd is your next option, I hate to say it, but I think I'm taking that risk.
Me too.
There's no definitive answer that I could see if he's for sure starting or not. All I'm getting out of it is he could
Yeah,
not play.
yeah. Colin, now can you answer me a question? I'm assuming Jacoby Myers isn't on your waiver wire, but Hunter Renfro possibly.
Oh, don't advise that. He's been dropping the
I'm
ball
just
all
saying you
year.
need insurance. You need insurance in this predicament because I have to take a chance on Adams. I have to take a chance on Adams. There's
I
no
would.
way.
I would
It's
too.
too much of a drastic fall
Yeah.
off with Boyd. Now, granted, T. Higgins is questionable for the game too. But I will say that he is for sure. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, give me Adams. I'm starting Adams. I
Right.
have to take the chance with Adams.
I think the bigger question here starts if Barkley's out, which I imagine he's probably going to play. But if
Yeah,
not,
I think Barkley was close to playing on Monday night.
yeah, I think he plays. But in case, God, that's so tough.
I'm taking McLaughlin.
I lean McLaughlin too, but I don't want to get caught on the recency biasy though, because I mean he just had
I'm
his
not.
first.
You gotta look at it, man. Alexander Madison had over 17 touches last week with Cam Akers there.
I don't know why I'm talking about this. Barkley's probably playing. So
I'm taking McLaughlin. If I have to pick between the three, I just think the Titans are that bad, and the usage stands out for Tajay Spears, but the usage hasn't turned into any significant production. I really like what I saw from McLaughlin last week. Huge explosion. I know he's an undersized guy, but he played lights out
yeah,
with the limited touches. Give me McLaughlin here. Bench one: Chase, Waddle, Devontae, Nico.
that's 4 massive names. I'm a huge, and I cannot preach this enough. Start your studs. Chase is struggling. This is a big get back game for him. I'm gonna sit Nico Collins in this situation.
Same. If Chase goes off for 150 and 2 touchdowns this week, you won't know how to like live that down because that's tough. Chase, love the matchup with the Giants for Waddle. Devontae, we've seen AJ Brown go off for 2 straight weeks.
Could be that time.
But please do remember that Devontae is seeing over a 24% target share this season
Yeah.
as a wide receiver too. Dallas Goedert seems non-usable in this situation. In this offense, the top 3 producers on the skill position side are Brown, Devontae,
Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert, the production has been very minimal.
I don't want to get too far off track on here, but isn't it wild? Last year, he was on pace, had he not been hurt, to probably a top 3 tight end finish if he stayed and played the full season out. And now he's kind of disappeared in this offense. Like, the tight end position is so.
It's not
hurt.
the disappearance. The targets are there, but look at the usage. Look at his yards per target, yards per catch. It stands out. It's a huge number, huge drastic drop off for Dallas Goedert guys. Yeah, I'm sitting Nico too. Greetings from Mexico. 2 questions: Burrow, Dobbs, Achane, or Brees Hall? What's up, man? We appreciate you being here
from Mexico. Thanks for being here, man. Game of Thrones.
Absolutely.
Fan. Shout out to that
2
too.
questions: Burrow, Dobbs, Achane, Brees Hall.
Oh, so 1 Burrow, Dobbs.
Yeah.
Burrow.
Yeah.
And then 2 Achane Hall. This one gets hard. This one gets tough, but I think I'm touting Brees Hall.
That's
the
no.
You're not starting Brees Hall?
Yes, I'm starting Brees Hall. This is
I was
not
about to say
tight.
I thought you might have said Achane at some slight chance, but
No.
I'll take Hall with the training wheels off.
Start Brees.
Start Brees, baby.
Yes, the training wheels are off, ladies and gentlemen. You're going against a team that allows 175 rushing yards on the ground. Yes.
Start Hall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That and Dalvin Cook looks old.
He looks horrendous.
It's rough.
Horrendous.
So I think Hall's the guy.
And then Burrow. You gotta ride with Burrow.
If I own Burrow, and I don't, sadly, in any leagues, but even if I did, I'm still starting them every week. I get that like the calf is concerning. It's still Joe Burrow. He's still a stud. This is the Cardinals game. He's got a chance at a big bounce back. I'm still touting Burrow.
Yep, Burrow, Brees Hall.
Yeah. Thanks for coming into the stream, buddy.
Kyle, what's up, buddy? Full PPR, JT, Najee, Henry, sit 1. For me, Najee pretty easy.
Najee, not close. Not even relatively close. Thank you for the question, Kyle.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I preached this for the last last week now. We crossed the 50-yard line one time in the Houston game, but we looked bad.
It's rough. And Najee doesn't.
I know it's Ravens week, and I know it's AFC North week. I know the elevation. We usually play to the Ravens. I know we play better when we play the Ravens. I can't do it, man. This could be a historical game for Kenny, and Kenny comes out and plays well, or this could get off the rails quick.
Probably gonna go.
And I'm not betting on it to look good.
Yeah. You guys averaged less than 2 minutes per drive this year. So, I mean.
Dude, we're the 30th ranked defense and the 31st ranked offense in the NFL.
All right. We're going to get these last few questions in. We're going to cut this off. We got Alex, who's going right after us on the same YouTube channel if you guys want to stick around for that.
Guys.
So we're going to.
Pacheco, ETN, or Flowers. Give me Pacheco.
Yep, I'll take Pacheco.
Although Flowers could be in for a big game.
He could. He really could. He was one of the worst defenses in the league and worst offenses. They're one of the worst teams in the league in general. That's crazy.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry. I know the Giants are bad too. Trust me. I know.
We're allowing 273 passing yards and 149 rushing yards. I want somebody to tell me that they're thinking about not starting Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Lamar Jackson or Jared Goff question.
2. Start Lamar Jackson this week, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but give me Pacheco.
I hate the matchup with ETN, man.
This is my team without buys. I'm 2-2. What should I do? Lamar Jackson, Amari Cooper, Godwin, Evans, Eckler, Henry, Mark Andrews, Brees Hall. So, that's a loaded roster here, man. To be honest, you're 2-2 with this roster, but you have to remember Eckler has missed time. Eckler's missed a
He's
month of
coming back.
time.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry and the Titans, we were questioning
Brees
a lot of
Hall's
it. We
training
were
wheels are
questioning,
off.
yeah. Brees Hall was on the training wheels. The training wheels are falling off. Mark Andrews, Lamar, I love the stack. Amari Cooper, one of those sneaky wide receivers in the 4th, 5th round that were value. Evans playing as a top 10 wide receiver. I don't think you do anything. I know the buys are hurting you this week. Obviously, no Godwin, no Evans, no Eckler. I don't think you panic with this roster. I really do not think you panic with this roster at all.
Yeah, let it ride. As long as it's a redraft, which I would imagine it is, I would let it ride. You have Eckler coming back. Brees Hall is going to ride out the rest of the year with volume.
Heavy Derrick Henry usage.
Heavy Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson's is the RB1 of that team and also the quarterback at the same time. So
Playing lights
that's
out football. Mark
fantastic.
Andrews, great game last week in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Huge upside with the stack. Amari Cooper, a wide receiver that is vastly underrated every year. Evans
Same with
playing lights
Godwin.
out.
Same with
And
Godwin.
Godwin. You're fine, man. I don't panic at all. Now this week is rough. The buys are rough for you this week. I can't lie.
You're probably good at 2 and 3, but I say let it rock. I like the team. We got some questions and answers. So let's kind of zip through these. I don't want to step on Alex's time tonight.
Can only keep 3 running backs. I need to drop one now that Taylor's back. Oh God.
James Cook.
Yeah, it's Cook for me too. Out of
James
these,
Cook.
if I have to pick, I don't want to send James Cook to the waiver wire. Can you make a trade, Rich?
I mean, ideally, yeah, get one of them off your team.
Yeah, get one off your team before dropping. Make a
But
trade.
that's hard to do considering, I mean, you're probably starting Jonathan Taylor this week, right? You don't really have time to get a trade done for James Cook. I think, first of all, that's a crazy, crazy situation to be
That
in.
is a crazy situation.
Montgomery it has the role that Williams had last year. I mean,
This is the zero running back strat right here, bro.
Yeah, it really
Monty Swift. I love it. It worked. Yeah, dude. If you can find a trade partner for James Cook very quickly, obviously I know we're at 9:30 on Eastern Seaboard and Saturday. We kick off tomorrow at 1. Try to find a trade partner before just sending this guy to the waivers.
Right. Stuck between DeAndre Swift or Jacoby Myers as a flex. For you guys, what position do you like better for your flex wide receiver or running back?
I like the usage. I always look to go usage, even though we know Jacoby Myers is demanding a huge target share with the possibility of no Devontae Adams. Give me Swift.
I'll take Swift too. The gaps are huge for him. He's running way more efficient than he did. Even with his prime with the Lions. Keep the ball rolling with Swift. I don't think the wheel's going to fall off unless injury happens. God forbid. But I'll take Swift.
Yeah, sorry, Cap. We do kick off at 9:30 in the morning. Just
Yeah, thanks.
the London game.
Thanks,
Apologize
London.
on that. Yes, you're right.
Thanks, London.
I'm 4-0 my 12-man league and was offered Derrick Henry, Cup, Montgomery, D-Hop.
Holy shit. Okay, I really got to read this. Hold on.
So Henry, Cup, Monty, D-Hop for A.J. Brown, Hollywood, Dalvin Cook, Jerome Ford. My initial reaction is no.
Ooh, what? This trade is
Wait. Domo, are you trading? Wait, hold on. Are you trading A.J. Brown? Can we be specific on this? Are you the left side with Henry, Cup, Monty, and D-Hop?
I think if whichever side gets Henry, Cup, and Montgomery, you just keep that.
Yeah.
I think that's the answer. It doesn't matter what it is. That's just totally lopsided in my mind. I wouldn't.
Yeah, if you're trading A.J. Brown, Hollywood Brown, Dalvin, and Jerome Ford, then congratulations. Yes, take that. It's Derrick Henry. The winning side is Henry, Cup, Monty,
Montgomery, D-Hop. Yep.
Non-PPR, Flex 1, Kirk, Addison, Tank Dell, Zach Moss. For me, it's Christian Kirk.
I'm not starting Zach Moss. JT is back. Jordan Addison just dropped to 0 last week. Don't think that happens again, but still. Like you said earlier, so far Kirk is the one in that offense. They do play the Bills, which are a really, really tough defense, but I'm starting Kirk as well. ETN.
No, I'm the right side. I have A.J. Brown and lost Chubb for the year. Yeah, you make that trade for Henry, Cup, Montgomery. Yeah, you make that trade.
Mm-hmm.
You send A.J. Brown and Hollywood away. Yes.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook's depleting. Jerome Ford doesn't do it for me.
I have ETN and Barkley. Do I handcuff Tank Bigsby or pick up Mayfield
My QB is Stroud.
with no backup? I'm assuming for the QB in single QB leagues. No, you don't handcuff. Don't handcuff Tank Bigsby. I don't believe in Tank Bigsby. I never have.
So I don't want to take the time here to bash Tank Bigsby. I don't want to bash anybody, but I think if you're looking at it, you can probably wait to pick up Tank Bigsby. Quarterback is such a position where, like, if you can lock in a guy, go ahead and lock it in. I'll pick up Mayfield just because he could get picked up next week or anytime soon. I don't think anybody's actively seeking out Bigsby other than you for that handcuff. Now, will it get dicey if ETN goes down and Bigsby's on that waiver wire? Sure, but I don't want to project injury in the NFL.
Yeah, give me Mayfield here too. And it looks like the comments are slowing down.
Yeah, so
it's been a lot of fun.
We wrapped up just in time. He's gonna ask
me. I always handcuff before game day. It's a great strategy. Okay. It's a phenomenal strategy. I'm gonna say though, like I said, I've never been a Tank Bigsby believer. That's just me personally. And I take Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is playing great football. He's a great backup to have. Bye week is done. Yeah, give me Baker. Ryan, on that note, questions are starting to slow down. Alex is live in, 8 minutes?
He's live soon, guys.
Yep, Alex is going to follow us up. Yards per fantasy. Obviously, you guys know Alex is live right after us. So on that note, Ryan, is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Yep. I mean, per usual, thanks for everybody that came out. I appreciate it. I saw a few people stay in for a long time for the live stream. Appreciate you guys especially. We love the support here. We're still growing, still grinding week in, week out for you guys. Grinded numbers. But we love doing this. Thank you for coming out. Seriously, I cannot thank you enough. That's all I got for today, man.
Oh, Ryan, I got one coming from Twitter. I'm sorry, we're gonna answer this real quick. Montgomery or CD in the flex?
What situation is going on here?
Montgomery or CD?
What in the situation? Holy!
Hurry up! Rapid fire!
I'm probably starting CD still.
Me too. Even though I think Monty is a play, get Monty in your lineup. Start Goff or Stroud. Rapid fire. I said this question was Goff for me.
You said Goff early in the stream.
Yep. Shoo. Somebody just tweeted that at me. Shoo.
Steve. You guys thank you for the people?
Yeah, guys. Thank you for being here. It's our second consecutive back-to-back start sit on Saturday. Huge showing last week. Huge showing this week. Yards per, they're great. Everybody we work with is great. It's been a phenomenal recent view of content for us. We've had a lot of fun. You guys are the reason we do this. Keep coming back, and we're here. And please remember this. If you asked us a question and the question didn't go in your favor, do not be afraid to tell us. We live for our mistakes too. Please. Right. Our Twitters are right here. Mine and Ryan's.
Write us up.
Write us up. Let us know. But also, too, let us know how we did, if we did well. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is. We're here for successes and triumphs, and we're also here for failures. I'm not afraid to eat my failures, guys.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Absolutely not. So yeah, that wrap things up. Alex going live in 5 minutes. He's covering the top running backs.
5 minutes for Alex. Keep up the start sit questions if you have them.
Yep.
And on that note, guys, we are out.
See you later.